Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Hyper Light Drifter. Let's continue. Alright, so we could get um, we could refill our health right now, but I'm being kind of overly precautious here and trying to find a health kit or two and use health kits at the very minimum amount if I can. So I want to get the health down to exactly one block if possible, then use the health kit. Of course, it in the long run really wouldn't matter that much. I could go back to the boss in the upper area, which there is, I think, some benefit. Don't think I would land on that boat. That boat definitely feels like it's sunken downward. Now's the time to use the health kit. So, yeah, I do think there is a slight advantage to defeating the upper boss first. Plus, he gives you a decent weapon, whereas the weapon I just got from beating the frog creature in the last recording, which beating the frog creature proved, I think, to be way easier than it would have been had I been playing on normal difficulty, or had I not already unlocked the shotgun, laser shotgun ability. Which does open up a possibility that the next boss I take on also will be fairly easy. See, this is just a visual trick, whether or not you believed you could land on a lily pad. And it doesn't even drop the lily pad on you, which would make some sense if you could only stand on it for a second. So I guess the idea is that the original species that was in this area before they were enslaved by the frog people, which I assume the frog people are still going to be around and we're still going to have fights around them, they must have almost certainly been more fishing, boating types than the frogs who can just swim in the water. We still haven't seen anything as far as what explains the robots and what in the world's going on with all of that, and how they kind of seem to have attacked each of the lands. Oh. But yeah, I don't see a way that you would reach over there. Nobody's really talking about the robots at all. So either they happened hundreds of years ago. See these little plants. Okay, well. I guess we'll go down here and see what this is. I wasn't really expecting to go this way, but okay, whatever. I can't help but describe it as kind of annoying, actually, that there are these robots that are these robot skeletons all over there, and they feel like they might have an interesting story, like Big O or Neon Genesis Evangelion, and then they're just kind of not mentioned or not talked about at all. Although, in all fairness, the ending of Big O Season 2, which only got a Season 2 due to its popularity on Toonami, and was funded then by Toonami and was very different. Alright. Okay. Are these is this just gonna get smaller and smaller? No problem. Like 2 or 3 groups, a group of 2 or 3 people, not a problem. The only real problem there was my inability to heal. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and take these guys out. Because this will open a gateway, and this is a better fight to have first. Just gotta be a little bit careful with it. Alright, well, jump and throw, heal. See, what I want to do is throw a grenade, but I also can't do that immediately. There we go. Let's see, that opens this area, which then opens this area. Which, have we been to that area? No, I don't think we have. But it then opens back to this. So, like, almost certainly in here is yet another temple of some sort. Let's see. But this might be a fairly short puzzle temple. Or it might be nothing. This might be just a... This might be an exit only section. Where does this take us? To a fire platform area. And then to the left of that feels like an area you can't really access. Where are we? And just another section. It's weird. Like, it just feels like there would be more thought and more just pushing towards a linear gated system. So this area won't open until we have all 8. Which then Is there a reason to really go that direction? See, if I go down this way, it gets me one upgrade. But I have to time it so perfectly. I'm not sure it's worth it. Have to go here and then just heal. One. Nope, nope, nope. There's no way I can pull that off. And so I think that means that this area is no good for me. And I honestly don't get it. Like, it does seem like you can dash fairly well when there's kind of no challenge or danger around, and then as soon as there is danger, it kind of stops being as easy. Here's another one of these. It does feel like we are unlocking, we are enabling some kind of server that potentially is going to maybe show us some new things on the map. That's what we really need to have happen, is for it to take pity on us and reveal some secret. Because we are desperately running low on things to do otherwise. I don't know if we... I vaguely recall there being something. Just go and heal. See, that there might be a trigger anywhere. Any is possible. Anywhere and everywhere there could be some kind of trigger that would activate something. So we definitely do have a ding sound effect that plays over here. There's gotta be something to that. And then you have that, which is up like that, which makes me feel like there's some kind of enemies somewhere, but I'm not seeing any. And if we were to go up higher, like that, there is an area up this way, but I cannot figure out how to trigger it. There it is. Alright, so how can I refill my bullets? If I sat down, does that refill my bullets? No. Is there any respawning anything that would give me another bullet? No. So I basically have to go now on a goose chase to find the one plant that I haven't already slashed so that I can get a refill on my bullets so that I can activate that area so I can get to that area. I also need to commit to an area and not just wander around crazy. Can't get to that area either. Oh, this is ridiculous. Just fast travel back to this area and hope that refills our bullets. If not, we're gonna have to go somewhere else, which yeah. It did refill our bullets, thank goodness. But now it's a matter of, hey, can you take on these enemies again? Which that's weird, because I would have not thought that would have reset like that. Now, I don't know if there's a better way around that fight, though. Otherwise, it seems like we're just gonna have to fight it again. Probably wouldn't hurt to dodge all the way to the right. But see, this is a big fight area, and seriously, just leave me alone. Of course, the problem here now is I'm just gonna go this direction because we need to go somewhere and do something new and not just waste our time rehashing old fights. Alright, so here we go. Down here. Let's see, we've got the handgun. We've got no bullets. We've got a grenade. The thing that killed us last time here was just not healing. So how are we on health? Not particularly great. There we go. We might as well save ourselves some potential risk by not having every fight become a hand-to-hand fight. see. And at that point, this kind of fight should never happen again. When you've got that kind of movement. And yet, seems like sometimes it does respawn. If we can find one more of these, then we'll be further along than we ever have been before. If we can find two more of them, then we'll be in a really good position, because that then tells us that there isn't some kind of special trick to have to fight the last one in any area. It also potentially will show us what happens in that whole section. Interesting. Well, that's weird, to say the least, that's what happens there. And that's why that whole section is there, I suppose. Well, whatever. That doesn't put us in a particularly bad position. Now we just need to potentially see if we can maybe get a health kit or two extra. Is there a health kit over here? Might be one over here. Nope. It's kind of nothing over there from the looks of it. I think it was an upgrade over there. And when we walk up here, are we going to end up fighting anything? No. Let's try to get the angle fairly safe. I was not expecting to just find that. Interesting. Weird as I'm hearing kind of a different squawking sound effect in this area too. Which makes me think that we are potentially going to be in for a fight. But no, we aren't in for a fight. Okay, so where do we go now? Like, seriously, I have no clue. I feel like I've been pretty much everywhere. And there's like no map or cursor or indicator of where to go next. We know that there's a thing here, but you would need all the things. We know that there are markers here. Maybe these are indicators of markers. No, we don't see enough of those for that to be indicators of markers. Underground wise, not really seeing anything. We can kind of see a teleport here. We could teleport there and look around some more, but honestly, I think our best bet is to just go back to the main city and see if we can take on that final boss character on the left. And just hope that there's something more. Yeah, I can't even... I don't even think I can upgrade anything unless I can upgrade the grenade for 2. Nope, you would need 3 to upgrade the grenade. We do know we've seen these things all over the place. But I couldn't tell you for the life of me where a number 3 door like that would be. So yeah, the only thing that makes sense is to teleport here, try to get to this, maybe find some other areas now that we have maybe a little bit more knowledge. Try and take out that final boss character. And then maybe at that point that opens the path to the lower area. And at least then there would be some new content and something to learn from. Let's see. Alright. We go down here. Yeah. That's not good enough. So, somewhere must be a different path. I'm just hoping that this different path is not kind of the same path that we've been down a few times already. Okay, I don't think I've been here. I also think I just missed a health kit. So let's just make sure I just missed a health kit and not an upgrade. Yeah, health kit, we'll leave that. Okay, what gun do we want? So we're in the dark wolf area. Wolves may hit a little too hard, so it might make a decent amount of sense to try to avoid hand-to-hand combat with them. So yeah, that wasn't particularly difficult. That was just about finding it. And so now we are at the 7th place. Interesting footstep sound effect playing now. So if we can find... Man, that is a really loud sound effect on the footsteps. If we can find the next point of interest, we would have everything in this area. Which it does kind of seem like, if we look at the map, this map specifically does seem to open itself up to the possibility of finding everything, whereas it seems very much like this map over here and this map really are much more closed-minded in what they're showing you and what they're trying to help you find. They're very... That upper path in particular is just like complete kind of uselessness because it's so extremely linear. Alright, so then the question becomes, if I go downward, is there a way to get to this area? Or is it on that? I think what we need to test, if nothing else, is just to see where this actually leads. Just to see if this can refresh my memory. I really don't like the fact that I jumped all over the place with this map in particular. Alright, well. So unless there was something they hit as far as a gun, I don't think I can make it around the path and back around all again. I think I would just have to pretty much run through the entire map a second time. Where does this put us? I may very well just need to run through that entire map, though. Nope, that sound effect tells me no. That I am going the right direction. And if I'm hearing a thunk thunk thunk, and I'm seeing a path that's blocked this way, okay. So we are here. We are very close to where it looks like we should be. We have the loud booming. We saw the whole thing with the cannon. There was a big fight here. There's a health kit here we can grab. There's an upgrade here, obviously. Am I refilling my bullets? Yes, I am. See, but the problem with this door was that it may not have opened last time we were here. I want to try something here. Yeah, shooting nose does not seem to always destroy them either. Alright, well, we may never have been in this section. Or we may have been in this section several times and just not recognized it. This kind of feels like the area where you could get in under that room, that building, but that's not happening. We can get up there and we can see that there is a map location. And that map location clearly is where we want to go. So how do we get to that? There's got to be some secret to it. We're looking to go north and the upper left. These guys are actually fairly heavy hitters, so I probably should shoot them fairly quickly. Yep. we're gonna try and bully these guys as much as possible. But see, this takes you to a whole different area, which means if I'm going to get back to where I was, then I need to figure out a way to get to the left. See if our laser shot can actually do us any favors. Do I really want to fight these guys though? Like, that doesn't work. So this guy's just slowly coming towards me. Fighting all these guys is not really beneficial. This definitely feels like an area that you would have liked to be able to just completely cleanse of enemies and not have them respawn, instead of making a huge dungeon out of it that respawns enemies. Particularly since I'm fairly certain that we are not getting any kind of like XP or anything from this. How could we get to that upper area? That's the question. How does one get to the upper right area? Is there some secret to it, or am I just being thick? Are we gonna potentially have to look in online to figure out how to get to that area? Well, there's that up there, so yeah, I'm just taking the hits. I'm not even trying to regain a memory of the pattern. Because I don't even want to deal with it. Go. Alright. Doing that originally gave me a upgrade. I know. Yeah, unless I'm supposed to be defeating every single person on screen here, which might be the trick. Because you go this direction and then you go different directions. Also feels like your dash ability that shields you seems to only work sometimes. So you have a lower path, which we, I think, have taken. Okay, so theoretically this whole area is now clean. Completely cleaned and emptied of enemies. We have an upper path and a lower path. If we go to the lower path, probably doesn't take us anywhere. I kind of wonder if any of the paths really are going to take us anywhere interesting. We have one gate there that is locked. Is it possible that the game wants us to somehow find that one more key? Before it allows us to... See, there's a whole wall here, and so we can't go down that gate. Alright, well, so I assume upper path would probably get us closer to the boss. Maybe we just never went this direction. That might be the case. It should be easier to find your way to a boss, though, by far. This is completely ridiculous. Alright. Let's see what else is over here. Got another upgrade. Good, yay. Another upgrade. So we do know we haven't been to this way. So this might be good news, bad news, as it were, because we may very well be able to take on the boss, which I assume is a big bear. Or a big cannon, or a big bear that we have to kill with a cannon, and we may be able to take him out fairly easily. And if that's the case, then it is really just then a question of what's next after that. Yeah, we're not quite exactly where we want to be. Now we are. Should be fine. And this is where we would need a cutscene and something to tell us, hey, do the next thing. Oh, it's not actually the... it's not a bear. It's a warrior. We saw the guys talk about the warrior, so I don't know why that surprised me. So honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a good shot off there. So we might be better off with this. So that gun's a little too slow too. So I think we just go with handgun and see if that time that didn't work when I threw the grenade. You know, I could probably just reflect the bullets because maybe I don't have that ability. But yeah, I was very close to winning there. That's not a good move. Alright, we need to just be fairly careful. I think we may try the grenade again, the shotgun shot. Let's see if we can. There we go. Yeah, you just gotta be a little careful, I think. And you gotta just kind of dodge the attacks a little bit better. Like when he's shooting, that's not your turn to shoot as it works. That's your turn to dodge. So I'm thinking, switch this gun with this gun. Be ready. Start the fight. Throwing the grenade doesn't work. See, this is where it gets a little crazy, because he's shooting at you, but you need to be able to shoot at him, and you kind of need to be able to hack and slash at him. So I think you need to get kind of a lot crazier lucky, and if anything, I feel like the game has gotten more difficult after that first fight, where I felt like I was really close, actually. Let's see. See, I don't know if maybe I stunned him the first time or something, or if I'm just getting worse. Let's see. I think probably what I should do is come over here and shoot him until I have no bullets left, and then use just the regular crystals as a area where I can grab more bullets. And yeah, I feel like this is definitely a dodge 'em strategy if I've ever seen one. Don't take on him at all. About dead, so I'll just win there, but clearly the strategy there was around the idea of taking him out from a distance because he was too dangerous, although not particularly the greatest strategy either way, because he was also wrecking me in both ways. I have just barely enough health in that fight, which once again highlights a case. There's a cannon, so he's kind of like a pirate character. And we got some new gun from him, which, does that perhaps mean that maybe I missed some kind of gun otherwise? What does this gun do? Well, it's a 4-shot super damage gun, which that may be wholly unnecessary. But I could see some intriguing usage. See, that's 6 shots when upgraded, and that's pretty much what I figured, is that we were going to have slower or in some other way attempted to be balanced guns that might do more damage but might have fewer bullets. Once again, the Minotaur kills us. And yeah, at some point, this Anubis character is not going to bring us back to life. Or we're not going to be able to bring ourselves back to life. Whichever is happening. And see, I doubt that this pulse is going to now start, is going to now turn off a, stop the crystals from growing or doing anything particularly of interest there. See, the problem now with all these crystals too is that theoretically in the corners there could be any kinds of little secret things, and I have to sort of try to find them. There also could be something like way up here. We have like these statues of something, I suppose. I kind of expect there to be one more core very close nearby. And well, I don't know why I really have to expect that. We kind of know exactly where it is. So, unless the game wants to throw us some kind of crazy bone, I think we're fairly safe to assume that there isn't going to be too much here in this dark, spooky storage area, other than what looks like spiders. Well, yeah. It still feels like each one of these totems or servers or whatever they are is not directly connected to each and the other worlds, and is more built in such a way that you need to get them all for each realm to get the full story or to unlock something, if there really is anything to collect or unlock there, which might be a big if. Is there actually nothing here? Looking for anything and everything, I suppose. We could have missed something there. Inherently, I think this is the problem, though, is that we could have missed anything anywhere, and we just won't know. Right, so this is a blocked off section. So the right direction is down this way somewhere. I see what I missed. And the reason they're doing the darkness here is obviously because they just didn't want a whole bunch of repetition of visuals, because there really isn't that much variety at all. It's maybe 8 different areas and tile sets at most. I don't feel like there's a way to get to that corpse, and I guess that probably doesn't matter. Problem here. Feel like is we've still missed that one thing. Yeah. There's nothing this way that I think is the right direction. Yeah, every time we activate these, they light up more of the lines and the symbols. We hear that sound. Oh, you can walk down here and get in the corner, and that's it. You can't get further to that direction. So it's got to be in here. It's got to be something I missed. If we go down this way, we take damage. We are here. We are now here. How's one room transition so far? Yeah, it skips like a whole different section. So we have to assume that that's not right. Let's go ahead and heal. I don't wanna. So it's either in the darkness or it's in that one room. I feel like the odds of it being in that one room are low. We walked over here. And we activated that. Then we walked all over this. I just don't feel like this is right. We kind of know where it is. It's we saw it. We just couldn't find a way into it. Into that area to get to the elevator. Right, so how would we get to that area? Was it possibly down here and we just didn't do this because it was too deadly? If that's the case, well, we're kind of not in a better position right now than before. Okay. Yeah, I think there is an upgrade there. But I kind of don't feel like that's the important thing. And frankly, at the moment, it's definitely not the important thing. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you get through that any easier than just being really cautious and really good at not taking damage. See, eventually that just gets you over to that area in the left, which I think it's just a health upgrade. I don't think it's anything else of importance. Meanwhile, we're still wandering around trying to find the next big thing. Yeah, it is here. This is the upgrade. Alright, and to get to that upgrade, it seems to me you have to come from the right. So how could you come from the right? Because you definitely can't come from the left. All that goes down this direction is you start running into more and more enemies, and you see more and more walls blocking your path. Seriously? There's a whole area up here. Well, clearly we haven't been here before. So that means we can do a little bit more. Although we should just call it a day at the moment. I would like to see where this goes. Because we still could have a bit of a rage quit here. Like, I know I've been saying that, but it is still possible that we just run into major frustration points. Let's go ahead and let's go over here and look, just to satisfy curiosity. Let's see. So clearly that does lead to a different area. Over to the left. But the good news is this area is not that big, so as long as I can manage to not get completely murdered. Then we should be fairly okay. At least we can make it to a certain area. There's just so much forest happening around here though that it's real easy to end up having to push against walls looking for paths. These guys are still heavy hitters. You would kind of want to see some more balance around all of this, so that regardless of which area I went, each of the characters would eventually get stronger and stronger, and that way there would be less strategy around the idea of going to the left first or the up direction first or to the right direction first. But knowing how difficult this game is on its easy mode, even like there still are some difficulty spikes there. I still would prefer to see the game get easier in general everywhere and see some of these ninjas die in like 2 hits instead of 3 or 4 that they're taking, particularly since it doesn't seem like there's any way to upgrade your sword. Not really. I could charge for a spin attack, which is seemingly completely useless. Like, it wouldn't have worked against, I think, any of those bosses at all. So here's the question: what happens when we get everything in an area? 8 out of 8. animation or anything. Interesting. So unless the world is now peaceful or something and we won't be attacked, it's real questionable. Let's go ahead and teleport here. And we know that somewhere around here there is a gate. Interesting. You can't get any extra health kits. But I couldn't tell you where that gate is. I think it's somewhere around this area. So unless it is actually here, which maybe this is it. Yeah, that is it. Maybe they're gonna put all the gates right near the center warp zones. Great. Well, I can still kill them, even if they were passive at this point and weren't going to hurt me. I don't think I believe that for a second to be the case. Let's see. So there's something back there of value, obviously, but there's really no reason to go with that right now. Let's cheat a little bit. Go get a bunch of health kits from the upper area. Let's see what we now. It doesn't seem to be anything special around that, having all 8 pieces. Interesting. And so it's just a character that you can talk to. That's all it seems like that is. It doesn't seem like there's anything more to that. But that is not a reward. We can see that there are definitely different people making different sounds. Is this some kind of soccer ball? Oh no, you ain't beat me. You ain't beat me, not one bit. You can try all day on that. Well, actually, he may beat me. What's the value in having a soccer ball? This guy is definitely trying to score a goal on me. Go on, come on. This works this is stupid. It does not work well at all. This AI is programmed to just kind of chase the ball at a certain point and then give up on it. And I don't know how to fix this. I'm surprised he hasn't scored on me. There. And clearly if I can win, I'll get a point, but how many points do I have to win? Let's see. I bet I have to win more than I'm losing. And these things explode. Yeah, I think you fix your game better. Like, this is kind of a funny, I guess, reference to the annoying chickens, perhaps, in Zelda games. There might be something around that idea. But that's kind of all I can say, is that this is, yeah, slightly more interesting than getting killed, because I'm about to die too. Slightly more interesting than you get killed by chickens in a Zelda game. Only slightly. It's not like I think this is particularly well programmed or anything. I just feel like the controls on this are just not programmed well. And then getting back around and getting the ball back in the right direction. It's a ridiculous amount of high score you have to get too. Like, why do I need to score 10 points on someone? The other direction. See, he's attacking you, and that knocks you in a weird position too. And see, honestly, this is so much time and so much effort that, yeah, it should just give you an upgrade at that point alone. Like, because that's insanity. That is totally not the game we've been playing. I have no idea what I would want to specifically upgrade right now either. I think I want to risk it on the grenades, or I want to see if maybe the dash shield was not enabled. I think we gotta get this. Yeah. That makes the most sense. We still never found anything to open in that area. And then this area opened and it just had an upgrade behind it. Then this area wants us to have way more than just 3 keys. And that's going to be a big deal because obviously we are going to need, like, I think realistically we need to get 4 keys minimum for doing that final area. And that would explain a lot if there were 4 keys throughout the entire land and then 4 keys for doing each of the other areas. That still doesn't really fix the problem of us not really knowing where to go, which is still definitely an issue. Here. Just make sure that there wasn't a gun or something on that character. It wouldn't make sense that there would be a gun on that character considering how there was a gun behind that character. I do know that there is an area that we didn't quite interact with and find. Let's see. Let's get one more health pack. This area is just perfectly situated to refill all your health. We have not found any other area like this. So yeah, I may have to play the soccer off screen. And clearly there's 3 more things in this area that I have no idea where you'd find them, and there's 2 more things in this area that I have no idea where you'd find them. So unless, and I know we're going along, unless this last area is relatively short and gives us some kind of compass, some kind of item of some sort, we are going to potentially wander around, and potentially that is just going to get really frustrating, and that potentially could be the beginnings of a rage quit. I don't know what I was thinking there. That was, I don't know where the idea that all of a sudden slow and steady wasn't going to be the way to play this game. It's been the way you've had to play this whole game up until this point. Clearly I'm gonna have to work slowly and carefully. Go. go. We'll just try and clean out the whole area. I am hoping that this area is not huge. If it does turn out to be huge, then, well, then we're gonna have a lot of work left to do. The idea that these guys would be passive is probably not true. Here's a tree that's been cut down. Keep an eye on our health. Alright, now. Down this direction. I see a computer screen, or a server, or a stone totem, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like there is a decent chance that getting to that, which must be going around the other way, is going to unlock the last bit of totem in this area, which might mean something, might not. Yeah. It would be nice if all the story got explained once we got this last totem enabled. But I'm not really expecting too much. Okay. Interesting how that broke down that way. That's everything. Fully lit up. Tell them. So shouldn't that give you like a full health or something? Or tell you something? Help you in any way? It doesn't even seem like that path is changing. So did I miss something? Or should I just go back the way I came? Like, look at the map here. It doesn't feel like anything new lit up. Doesn't feel like there's anything new to find. Ah, that was the way that was supposed to go. So do we have to go all the way around again? I think we do. I think I think they want you to do the whole thing. Like, suppose you really don't have to take on all these guys if you don't want to. You could simply try to avoid them and speed run through the whole game. See. I don't know if you actually have to scan these things. So yeah. Now it would just be a matter of, do I want to fight these guys, or can they just you can't slice these guys through the trees, unfortunately. I suppose when these guys are shooting at me, I could be slicing, and that might reflect the bullets back at them. Theoretically, I just upgraded to that. Yeah, otherwise, I don't know if there's anything here. Let's go ahead and just heal. And see, the problem is if this did drop like an upgrade for completely doing an area, I'm not sure. I'm 100% certain that I would know that I've killed everybody in an area. I'm gonna come up here and save. Take that as an opportunity. I think there is a health kit over here. So let's hope that all of those guys are still dead. They are. Good. And I don't know if this doorway was open before or not. Suppose, here we go. How does one... You get hit 3 times, you die. How does one get past this? Like that first hit stun locks you, and so you're dead anyway. So you have to be able to I think, move very, very fast. And so even if I get past the first section, how do I get to the next section? Yeah. Let's see. Is there possibly a different gun that plays a different way? I would think if it were any gun, it would be that gun. Let's see. There's just no way through this. Not logically. And see, if I get all the way around, there's just a big group of enemies, it seems. Yeah. Yeah, we may still just have a soft rage quit. Because I just don't see how I turn this into success as far as these later elements. There's only one more motion upgrade at all in the game. We teleport back this way. Seems like we got all the tomes and everything in this world. So I don't even know what that has to do with anything. So I guess what we have to do is, I think, fingers crossed now, we probably can go down to this lower area. And this lower area has to pretty much give us something. Whether it's just going to be a very difficult boss fight or whatever. It's got to be something of some value, some kind of upgrade to at least give us a chance. If we can't do anything other than just stick in this area and defeat this boss, and then we just have to wander between this area and this area and this area to potentially try and get all 8 of the bits, which maybe you don't even really need to do. Like, it could very well be a case that it's just all supplemental after you beat the 4 bosses. That the keys don't matter. We didn't get a key or anything for going in that area, but we couldn't go very far in that area either. There doesn't really seem like there's too much left to do. See, like, if this was ever gonna change, now would be the time, I suppose. We only have 2 capes. We only have 2 swords. We only have 2 of those. We haven't seen our coughing older version of ourselves. There's just nothing here. And at this level, getting a few more upgrades, while helpful, and while nice, probably not so helpful actually. Yeah, the only thing I could think is that somehow this A and X at the same time might work. Whereas A and A doesn't seem to work. It seems to me if you push in a specific direction, which you kind of have to, it doesn't want to work. Yeah. There's something very weird about the timing that got messed up once we got the secondary upgrade here. And there's no way to turn that off from the looks of it. Yeah. And see, that's supposed to be like the main gameplay loop and gameplay mechanic is to just slide, and it just does not work for me at all. And that's a problem. Alright, well, we've got a little bit of hope left. Like, we can certainly wander around 3 of the remaining areas and try and beat that final boss, but the game is certainly not really telling you what to do. So if we beat the 4th boss and there's kind of no big hoorah around that, then maybe we do need all 8 of the triangles in each of the areas. And then if we get all 8 of the triangles in each of the areas, we've seen we didn't get a big hoorah around that, and all that really did was open up a door to an area that gave us some more upgrades and just generic stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if originally this game actually had only 4 triangles for each area, and then they added DLC to add 8, and then behind each of the gates is just a DLC level where there was nothing there before. That wouldn't be surprising. But yeah, I'm still thinking we may just run into a frustration point where the only thing left to do are incredibly difficult maneuvers that I can't pull off. And playing soccer with a chicken, which I can't win against the chicken. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wish list, or you can support me via Patreon. Links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.